Formula 1 arrives in Bahrain for the second round of the 2021 season, and with no upgrades arriving at all for any of the teams because of the limited token system that is taken through to the 2023 season. Red Bull are looking to improve after Hülkenberg's retirement caused Verstappen and everybody else to pit and ultimately cost the Dutch driver a chance of victory. Verstappen, though, did manage to haul it back for some points, but will be looking to be at least on the front row going into qualifying, although the pace per in practice means that although the race pace is on level with Mercedes, his qualifying pace is not there yet. Mercedes themselves are also looking for a less complicated race. They want to be able to control the race on the front and not get mixed up behind other drivers as they did in Australia. Toto Wolff has said that they hope that the sheer performance around Bahrain means that they'll be able to make less stops than everybody else, and also hopes to be able to split the strategy to cover off the other drivers. Fernando Alonso, meanwhile, has played down speculation that he might go on and win the 2021 championship after winning the opening round of the season in Australia. Alonso says that the pace around Bahrain might be less compared to the Mercedes powered cars, but he is hoping for some more good points. But Lewis Hamilton was once again on pole, the only man in the 1 minute 25s, 3/10 ahead of George Russell, which is about the same gap that they had in Australia. Max Verstappen lines up P2, with Fernando Alonso a whopping 6/10 back in P4 behind the Dutchman. Top 4 from Australia. That Sebastian Vettel lines up P5, and that Lance Stroll, his teammate, joins him on the third row, as is Martin showing some good pace. Daniel Ricciardo starts P7, looking to improve. Charles Leclerc puts his Ferrari in the top 10 for the first time this season, looking for some more good points in from P8. Lando Norris starts P9, and Esteban Ocon once again starts into P10, a little bit away off his teammate and unfortunate for the French driver. Nico Hülkenberg starts 11th, unfortunate for him, but he does have a free choice of tyres, saying he couldn't get the setup correctly. Danny Kvyat, a good shot from him, he starts in P12. Alex Albon starts from 13th, with Carlos Sainz only 14th for Ferrari, not having getting the best out of his car. The Spaniard unhappy with the balance. Row 8 is all Williams, with Hampson ahead of Gasly, but Hampson was slowest of all into Q2. Then comes the Fords and Alfa Romeos, with Perez this time ahead of Ilott on row 9, and on the final row of the grid once again it's Yuki Tsunoda this time ahead of the Alfa Romeo of Mick Schumacher, who starts last for today's Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of the F1 Project Phoenix, a 2021 career mode. Today we're doing the second round here at Bahrain, so a good track for us so far on this game, but we've only actually done one race here, so we'll see what we can do. I just want to say a huge, massive thank you for the support shown on the previous, the opening episode, the pre-season episode, and the season opener in Australia that was uploaded on Tuesday. If you haven't seen that yet, I've now fixed the playlist, so the playlist is in the description below. So yes, a huge thank you for me for all the support, especially the fact you guys seem to be loving the series as well, and also the mods, especially, even though we can't have the language mod, which is unfortunate, but there we go. But yes, moving to the grid, then we see what we can do. We're slightly further back, but we do have a better strategy because this tyre wear is harsher here than in Australia. We're going to change this strategy up a little bit. We're going to do it. We're not going to be doing it. We're going to be doing a excuse me, let me just sort this out. We're going to be doing a two-stop race from soft to hard to soft. So that's definitely something I want to do. Means that we're going to be on fresher mediums. It might mean we'll lose a little bit in that middle stint, but everybody will be on their hard tyres at the end. So that's definitely what we do. So yes, let's see what we can do for P15. We're on the outside as well, which is not where I want to be. Fire lights are out now, and away we go. And it's initially a good start compared to the AlphaTauri. It has a terrible start for both AlphaTauris. Sainz has a good start, but then gets blocked out by Perez. There goes. We're going to go around the outside. There's Carnage. Something has happened. Mega Carnage. We managed to perfect this and up into P6. Well inside the points. This is Esteban Ocon on Sainz, and he just gets pinballed and he's out. So yes, a couple of people have come into the pits. Ocon was the only driver out, fortunately, because people started ghosting. So we're actually up into P5 because Vettel had some front wing damage, so he's come in. Safety car though resumes lets us go racing on lap number 4. We're close to Stroll, who's the other Aston Martin, who's behind Verstappen. Verstappen and Hamilton both on the mediums. Russell has the lead on his softs again, but how long can he go on those softs before they wear out? That is the question. We'll also be looking to see how long we catch up to Stroll, who eventually pits by lap 6. And it's really just a 2-horse race now at the front between Verstappen and Hamilton. This is the fight we want to see throughout the thing. And Verstappen now has the lead as well. As we're watching, everybody is sort of tripping up with themselves. A massive game of tyre chess is now being played by everybody who's on different strategies. Some people on 2 stops, some people on 3 stops. And I think a couple of people are even 4 stopping. So the likes of Hulkenberg, who's already got rid of his medium tyres, so he might be 3 stopping because he's on the softs. Obviously, if you don't want to use the hards, or if you've not got a set of hards left, because obviously the hards is the tyre you've got least off. But we moved to lap 9. We're taking the lead because Hamilton and Verstappen have covered the previous lap. So tyre wear again, rear left, like in Australia, is got the most tyre wear. It might be my setup that's causing this. Or it might just be that because I have my setup set up a peculiar way, so it may just be that the setups that I've got are causing it, and there's not really much I can do about that, I don't think. With the setup without affecting the pace, without making the car a bit more unstable and not to my liking, Gasly and I think that's Vettel go through, and Gasly now leads. So both Williams have led races in both times now. We've led races. We're going to come out ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Not really where we were fighting. We were fighting Lando Norris to begin with, but he came in early. I think Norris has already pitted again to another set of soft tyres. But again, everybody, of course, is out of sequence, and Sebastian Vettel has the lead at this point. The two, but I'm not entirely sure where Vettel is. Obviously, Verstappen and Hamilton only got 1 more stop, where Vettel might have 2. As watching George Russell, who once again has lost out big time. He's way down, as is the likes of Norris, well outside the top 10 with the likes of Lance Stroll. There's a Ford of Sergio Perez, who shouldn't really be there, but he's doing that. And you can see that Vettel's now got cleared the Ford, and is now all over the back. Vettel has come in, by the way. Is all over the back of our teammate Pierre Gasly, who's running out. He's just closing in on the top 10. But this is the man we've got to look out for. You just saw myself in the distance there, Nico Hulkenberg. This is a few laps later. Danny Kvyat is doing a great job up in P5. In the middle stint, not a lot happened, to be honest. We again rear left. We've taken these tyres pretty much as long as we go. Into the pits we go. 2.5 second stop. It's a nice stop, and we're gonna come out. Should be in the P3. Obviously, Verstappen and Hamilton are way out of that. They're like 40 seconds. But hang on, look on the mini map. There's a red. That surely is Hulkenberg. It is. It's Hulkenberg who's had a major undercut on us. As we're watching Gasly, who's got the two McLarens behind him. I think also Stroll is just coming out the pits there. Yes, there he is on his final stop. So there's a lot of stuff going on here with these two battling. Gasly though has cleared Kvyat, who's dropped to the back of this group, and now he's got the two McLarens. Can Gasly hold off to make it a double point score? We're some way ahead of Gasly, but moving to lap 23, and Hulkenberg is starting to ramp it up. We've gone on to the marbles, which is not what we wanted to be doing. Fortunately, it doesn't really have an effect in the game, but we're still battling with Hulkenberg, who has DRS down every straight. We've got the same engine though, so the straight line speed advantage isn't there. In the corners, it's about the same, because obviously he's in a Red Bull, we're in a Williams. Obviously his car is a lot better than us, obviously aero wise as well, so it's all the straight line speed is there. We've messed up that corner, but Hulkenberg does manage to do it. And jumping to lap 27, we're still moving to lap 28, we're still in P3. Can we get our maiden podium? Never mind our first points in this series. Hulkenberg has a look around the outside. We defend down into turn 1, out into turn 2. This looks good, but then we made a mistake. We've missed our turning point. Then surely Hulkenberg's going to go through on the right hand side. We try and defend down the inside, but Hulkenberg has the better traction and takes his maiden podium, and that's it. A little bit of heartbreak there, but to be honest, the car's not there yet to be battling for podiums anyway, and we're going to be taking P4, which is still a very good result for Williams. It's their best result for about 3 years, 4 years, no, since Stroll got his podium, I think, in Baku 2017. Russell and Vettel were catching us, but they couldn't get past us in the end as we crash and demolish a sign. So yes, Verstappen took the victory. Only a second. Hamilton kept him honest in the end. Only a second back, but couldn't really get the advantage over Verstappen, just showing how good the aero in the Red Bull is. Hulkenberg at P3 with a 3-stop. Most people 3-stop. Alonso with a 4-stop. The best of those, but a minute behind Russell, Vettel and Norris and Stroll. Gasly just missing out there on getting his maiden points, really. Kvyat as well dropped after his poor pace, so really Sainz ahead of Leclerc doing a 4-stop again, not really wanting to do that. Schumacher showing his pace ahead of Ricciardo and Albon, both on the 4-stop. And then you got Ilott, Tsunoda and Perez. Not really sure what happened to him to finish behind his teammate, with Ocon, of course, the only man not to finish for his team. So yes, taking a look at the Drivers' Championship, that Max Verstappen cruises to the top of the standings with 16 points, 4 points clear of Fernando Alonso, who didn't score. Vettel moves level on points with his old arch enemies. Hamilton gets his first points to move up to P4. Ricciardo 5th, Hulkenberg 6th, and ourselves now move up to 7th. And the likes of Leclerc, Russell and Stroll and Norris very close there, outside the top 4 really for points, and then Gasly is down in 12th with nothing. In terms of constructor wise, Red Bull now have a little bit of a lead. They're definitely looking a little bit more comfortable than Mercedes are. So Russell, he gets stuck in traffic for the Mercedes, which isn't helping. He's definitely got to sort that out. And we're in Monaco next, which is going to be even worse, I can tell you that. That'll be coming next Tuesday on the run up to Christmas. Alpine moved down to P4 after not scoring today. McLaren down to P5th, and we jump ahead of Ferrari, and Alfa Romeo also jump ahead of Ford, who dropped to the bottom spot. And considering the amount of money they're going to be getting for bottom drop spot, it's already cementing those rumours that Ford are on their way out, really, with not really being any fast with their development package. We'll see what upgrades they bring to, if they bring any upgrades at all. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, that's where we're going to leave today's video. If you have enjoyed, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. See more episodes of the F1 Project Phoenix at 2021 career mode. Once again, thank you for all the support shown on the opening 2 episodes of this series. Really appreciate it. Until the next video, take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.